You determine whether they have battery storage or proper backup power, and then you explain how to fix it. Okay, whether it's batteries, generators, or whatever. Um, you're not walking into somebody's house and immediately pitching them. Okay, you're going in as a professional. You inspect, you ask questions, you listen, you identify the problem, explain the solution, and when it makes sense, you ask for the business. That's professional selling. You're not there to slam somebody. You're not there to, rip people's faces off. You're actually there to fix their problem, which is clarity. It's a 1099 independent contractor opportunity. So there's no salary. Okay. You're paid based on results under the written compensation plan for the campaign that you're assigned. Your work will involve basically two primary activities: preset appointments, which are the norm. We have appointment setters, as I said, and they're often created the same day and throughout your day. But let's say you have an appointment at 2 o'clock and you have one at 9 o'clock. Well, after the 9 o'clock, if you have time before the 2 o'clock, what most killers are doing is they're just knocking on the neighbors' doors because they're having the same issues. So appointment, a little bit of door knocking around the area on your way to the next appointment, boom, boom, boom. You obviously can door knock if you want. I mean, we have people that are just killers at door knocking. They don't want appointments. They just go to a neighborhood, stay in it all day, and come out with 3, 4 sales. So basically, you go and complete the inspection, ask the right questions, and boom. Now, customers do cancel. Customers do reschedule. Markets fluctuate. So in those gaps, that's where you can knock doors just between, especially homes that already have solar. If you're sitting there and you see another house right there with solar, I guarantee you they probably have the same problem. And again, we're going to train you on what to say. We've developed really good ways of doing this where we have about a 50, 60% closing ratio. It's really not as hard as it may sound. So some of you guys that are getting scared, you're not knocking on a door with no idea what to say. We will train you everything to say. We will train you how it works. You'll be good to go. Okay. Mainly what we're looking for are people willing to go do the work. Because that's the problem with people today. I mean, I can show people exactly how to get rich as shit. But most of the times when I say, well, you got to do this, you got to do this. Oh, I don't want to do that. Well, I don't want to do that. Well, I don't want to do that. Well, again, I don't know how to do it any other way. The only way I know how to do is work involved. There's work involved, unfortunately. Some people, they want to get rich, but they don't want to do any work. Well, dude, let me know when you find that option, because all the options I've ever found included work. It included being uncomfortable. It included getting the door slammed in my face or the phone hung up on, and I didn't take it personally. I handled rejection. I grew thick skin. Now it doesn't bother me at all. I can go get 100 doors slammed in my face and I'm still smiling because I know that the next one's most likely to pay. So that's pretty much, what you're going to be doing. It's I'd like to say it's more complicated, but it really isn't. You run the appointments, knock between appointments, create additional opportunities. And, usually the people who only run what is handed to them do pretty well, but the people who run appointments and create their own opportunities do extremely well. So that's the job. Run the appointment, find the problem, present the solution, close the business, and follow it through installation. Then you just do it again. Now, let's talk about what everybody I'm sure wants to know. What does it pay? Right now, there's salespeople in these campaigns, and they're currently producing approximately $3,000 to $8,000 a week. Strong producers are earning even more than that. Some, believe it or not, $20,000 a week. Productive managers running teams, some of those guys are making $50,000 a week. So there's a lot of money in it because there is crazy commissions. You don't have to close that many to make $5,000, $10,000 a week. And it doesn't take that long to do it. So these are real current examples. People are selling, projects are installing, people are getting paid, but I want you to listen carefully. Those numbers are not promises. They're not guarantees. I don't want to dangle carrots. I want to tell you the truth and find the people that are willing to freaking go out there and do the work. Your actual results are going to depend on, your activity, point blank. If you're not working hard, you're not very good, and you're not willing to train and get better and stick with it, you might only make 2 grand a week. Where someone else comes in, they're a little bit better, they have better experience, their work ethic's better, and they're making 15 grand a week. And you're like, well, what's the difference? Well, the difference is, everybody individually is a different individual. Okay. The opportunities you create matter. Your ability to follow the process matters, you know, but at the end of the day, that's it. That's commission sales. But when people are already making, 4,000, 8,000, 20,000 in a week, you need to pay attention. Especially if you're tired of being tired and not making much money. Some people work all month to make what a producer can make in a week. Okay. Some people work all year to make what a top person can make in a month. Okay, that doesn't mean it's easy. It means the transaction is valuable and the closer who creates the transaction is valuable. So when we're setting these appointments and you walk in there and show them the solution, just do that all day, every day, and you will freaking crush it. Now, why is the pay so high? Well, home sellers, you're not being paid for standing around for 8 hours. You're being paid for producing an outcome. Hourly workers are paid for time, closers are paid on results, the value. And once you become really good at this, your income can increase, way faster than time. So that's why I chose to get into these type of deals where commission and my effort and my talent, which I control, is the factor, because I don't want someone telling me, hey, you can make $1,000 a day. No, dude, I want to be able to make 100,000 a day if I can, and then my only question is how can I? I got to get better. I got to train. I got to read. I got to work longer hours, and not only that, but it builds you up over time to where now you're applying that in all areas of your life. So, how the travel works. Some people are going to work in markets where you already live. People in Las Vegas, we have teams in Las Vegas. We have teams going to Georgia. We have teams in Dallas, Texas. We have teams in, you know, all over the United States, but we have teams going places. We're opening markets left and right. So at the end of the day, if there's no market where you are, you would just be on a travel team. Travel team just goes, hits the area, boom, stays at Airbnbs, hotels, rents cars, and just runs those appointments. And then, go home for a couple weeks, come back for a couple weeks. But more than likely, stick with this long enough, we'll be right in your area unless you live in like, you know, Twin Forks, Iowa or some shit. If you do travel, you're going to be basically allowed to, what we want is someone that's willing to go in for a couple weeks and then go home for a couple weeks. If you want to stay for 4 weeks and go home for 2 weeks, that's cool. But like what we're looking for is a consistent 2 week on, 2 week off minimum program. The exact schedules obviously depends on the campaign, the market, company needs, etc. When you travel, we will generally provide or reimburse the approved expenses, such as flying you there, Airbnbs or hotels, basically your room, and a rental car to drive around the area. Other approved business travel expenses would have to be, on a case by case basis, but flights, board, and again, we're not looking for the cheapest possible rooms. We don't want you in the ghetto, but we also aren't putting you in the Ritz. Okay. If you want to be in the Ritz, I'll
Recording in progress.
support. So we expect people to go out there and actually appointments, communicate, things of this nature. So if you're working, you're following the process, you're doing what you're supposed to do, you're going to crush it. If you disappear, miss appointments, nobody knows where you are, we can't find you, you're drunk every night and hungover every morning, you're just going to get launched anyway, so it doesn't really matter. How you get paid? Again, commissions are earned when the job is installed. The good news is this doesn't take forever to install. Generally, they get a 3-day right of refute or right of rescission, which means they have 3 days to cancel. And then there's an install team usually there on the 4th or 5th day to try to get that bitch installed. It might be a little bit longer, maybe 5 to 8 days in areas we're just opening up because we don't have as many installers in the area. Okay, a signed agreement alone does not mean the commission has been earned. The customer has to freaking complete the process and the project needs to install. So installation is really how that works. So you could, believe it or not, sell 10 and 2 never install because they canceled within 3 days. So you're working on just sell your ass off, throw in all the deals, and the majority of them are what you're going to end up with at the end of the day. And again, paydays every Monday. Anything installed and funded during the prior week is included in Monday's pay. All the expenses that you turned in the week before will be returned. So you'll get your commissions and your expenses on Mondays. And your exact commission is going to be depending on the product. Like I said, I'm creating a sales organization. So right now, the batteries, you're going to make probably about $3,000. It is possible to make, more depending on, the area, but between $3,000 and $5,000 is what you're going to make when you close a battery deal. So when go on 4 appointments and you're running, 50% closing ratio, you sell 2 a day, you'd make between $6,000 and $10,000 a day. Now, is it possible to sell 2 a day? Oh, absolutely. We got people selling 2 a day all the time. What is expected? 2 a week. Meaning if you can't sell 2 a week, guys, you're not very strong and you need to humble yourself. Go to my training and get good. Because if you can't close 2 a week, it's because you suck, man. And it's okay to suck. Everybody sucks until they don't. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people get all frustrated when all you need to do is train. Don't cry, don't whine, don't quit. Train, get better, right? Skill up a little bit and then just keep going and pretty soon your skills develop and you start to become a real freaking closer and now you're making all the money you ever want to make whether it's with me or somewhere else in the world. Okay, but that's it, man. You gotta understand. It's not a if you can do it. You can do it. The question is are you mentally strong enough to actually get yourself in an uncomfortable position, do the damn work, and frickin' tough it out? Because I've seen killers come into the business and leave. Why? Because they got 3 days of no sales. They went on an appointment that was already freaking, whatever. Just basically it's mindset. Guys, there's only 3 areas that you really got to worry about. Mindset, skill set, habits. Mindset, skill set, habits. If your mindset's abundant and optimistic, and you realize that that person slamming the door in your face is a good thing. You're one closer to somebody saying yes. Like you're positive, optimistic. You don't listen to the stupidity. You don't limit yourself. You don't think negatively all day. Well, that'll give you the belief system that you need in order to get better at anything. So if you suck at closing, dude, just get better, right? It's not hard to do. Anyone can do it. I've seen freaking introverts become the best closers on the planet. It just took them a while. And then some people a little bit quicker. But at the end of the day, those are your skills, okay? The skills are necessary. You can be all positive and still suck. So mindset's one thing. Then you need your skills developed, and then it's the habits. What are your habits on a day-to-day basis? Are you getting up early? Are you powering through? Are you blocking your time? Are you doing it right? Are you following up? Are you disciplined? And a lot of people think they have to earn discipline when in reality, discipline's a choice. When you look at a donut and you look at a freaking apple, you can choose the apple, you just don't. And then you go, I don't have discipline. You have discipline, bitch. You just didn't choose it. Well, I hate apples, I love donuts. I know, guys, but listen, this thing is called a mind, right? The mind controls the body. It's not the other way around. When you choose the damn donut, you made the damn choice. You could have chose not the donut. Oh, it's just so delicious. That's called weakness. You're not in control of your mind. So once you get control of your mind, which by the way, I can train you all to do. Once you get control of that mind, dude, you can accomplish any damn thing. The question is how hard is it going to be? How long is it going to be? But it's not a if it can be. It's how long and how hard is it going to be? Then you just determine whether you want it or not. That's it. So, we're going to build this thing to a massive company, which means we're going to need closers, senior closers, team leaders, trainers, sales managers, market managers, district managers, director of the whole damn division. Okay. People who can launch new territories, people who can frickin' coach and mentor these people. So again, I can show you people that are making 50,000 bucks a week. I got a couple of people that I know of that are making 200,000 a week, but you guys won't believe it. And it takes a long time to get there because they've done this for the last 2 years. So I wouldn't expect $200,000 a week, but dude, to say that, hey, I could really make $10,000 a week doing this, dude, that is not a hard thing to accomplish for someone who's made the choice and willing to do the work. Okay. Those aren't, pipe dreams. Those are real. Okay. So if you guys are thinking, hey, I want to be a manager, well, good. First, prove you know what to do. Okay. First, sell something, dude. How are you going to manage people if you don't even know what they're doing and how to hold them accountable, et cetera? So the closer position is the first position. If you guys are afraid of this and you can't travel and you don't want to travel, you can actually join the setter team. Okay. We have setters that are dialing and making the appointments for the closers. So, and they make money too. I mean, a couple of those guys are making a couple thousand, 5,000 a week. So like, if you're like, oh shit, I'd do it, Brad, but I can't leave my wiener dog. I got a dog. I can't leave it. Well, then be a setter. Start there. But that's it. You run appointments, you knock doors in between, you become a beast, you freaking make a bunch of money. It's fun. I think it's fun. And then if you're a leader and you're ambitious and you want to grow and develop a region, a zone, a state, a division, there's all kinds of opportunity there. Okay. We're looking for basically closers. Sales experience is preferred. You don't have to have a bunch because we're going to train you anyway. But we want to find people that can communicate, ask questions, build trust, identify problems, handle objections, ask for the business, follow up consistently, produce without needing a babysitter. Okay. We're not looking for high maintenance drama people. If you're drama, we say save the drama for your mama. Okay. We're looking for freaking grown people that want to show up and make some damn money. Okay. Now, again, as good as we do trying to filter out people, we still have people show up and they drama. Well, guys, all you're going to do is get sent back home. So, like, if you know your drama, if problems follow you around, okay, and you blame everything and everybody else for situations, you're probably one of those drama people. Don't even do it, okay? Because we don't tolerate drama. Matter of fact, our discipline policy is train, tolerate, and terminate. Okay, we train, tolerate, and terminate. So, like, if you're not any good, we'll train you. Okay, you can always quit, but I always say, we train, tolerate, and terminate. Now, if we train, obviously, that's just knowledge. We tolerate, that means we put up with it, and or we terminate. So, and we don't like to tolerate. So it's either train or terminate. Yay. But anyway, I'm just saying that so none of you guys waste your time because trust me, dude, I quit school because of recess. I don't play. Okay. I'm out there to make money. I'm out there to take care of customers. I'm out there to protect the brand. I'm out there to freaking, develop badass human beings that freaking, want to kill it in life. Okay. We will train people. Okay. But training doesn't mean that we can replace your hunger. You have to bring the hunger. Training doesn't, teach discipline. You have to understand it's a choice and you got to make those choices. I can't make your choices. Training doesn't replace effort. Training gives you the knowledge and the tools, but you have to use them. So the ideal person is coachable, competitive, ethical, reliable, willing to be uncomfortable, willing to knock on a door and look like an asshole knocking on somebody's door. I'm eating dinner, asshole. Well, what are you having? Like, got any leftovers? Shit. You want me to hang out here? But at the end of the day, people are like, oh, I'm sorry, oh, I can't do this. Oh, that's a mindset issue, by the way, guys. And let me tell you something too. If you ever really want to be financially just crushing it, you cannot crush it without freaking being uncomfortable. So you might as well just make the choice to be uncomfortable. Because sometimes it gets uncomfortable for people, and I'm like, what's the problem? Dude, I don't want to knock on their door. They're eating dinner. Well, dude, what are they having? Maybe they'll invite you in. Maybe they'll give you a freaking mama's cooking. I mean, why are you so worried? Well, dude, we're bothering them. Dude, you're not bothering anybody. You're helping them. They're in a problem situation. You've got the solution. Knock on the damn door and present it. Build trust. That's how you do it. But again, we'll teach you if you don't know how, but you're going to need to do the work. The work is what matters, but you got to take it seriously. It's not for someone who needs a guaranteed income, who refuses to travel, thinks door knocking is beneath them. Oh, I'm not doing that shit. Dude, I know door knockers that are making more than your daddy. Like I'm telling you, it's not beneath anybody. Like they call me sir at the bank. Okay? It's not for someone who wants the money but wants it just without work or effort. It's pretty simple. If you're looking for free housing, if you're homeless, well, hey, and by the way, even if you are homeless and you just want the free housing, come on. But if you're working and producing, we'll keep you there. Okay? But if you're not, dude, trust me, don't even move forward. We're looking for real people, professionals, good people, ethical people. Okay? We're going to train you. We're not looking for, here, go. We hope you know what you're doing. We'll tell you what we're doing. Okay. And again, the current campaign, batteries, generators, things of that nature. But we can do anything, as long as you're willing to learn, train, do the work. You can make a ton of money here. Ethics and professionalism is very important. Okay. This is my brand and reputation on the line. You guys are representing me. Okay. We're going to compete. We're going to sell. We're going to close, but we're going to do it the right way. We're not going to lie to homeowners. We're not going to misrepresent who we are and what we're doing and what we're capable of. We can either help them or we can't. If you can't, move down the road to find someone you can. Don't get me bad reviews because you're such an, grinder. We don't want pressure. We want kind individuals looking to help people. You have their solution. They want their power bill dropped. You've got the ability to drop it. They want you there. They want you to solve their problem. We don't need to lie. We don't need to pressure. We don't need to piss people off. We don't need restraining orders. We need professional people, okay, willing to protect the brand. Okay, it's pretty simple. You know, we don't want anybody out there doing the bullshit. Matter of fact, our core values are very simple. Do what's right. Do what's right, man. You know what's right. Own it. Like, own that shit. Tell the truth. Tell the damn truth. The truth is they can't use our services. Tell them the damn truth. Okay? Become more valuable. Become more valuable. How do you do that? Read, practice, get better. Think bigger and move faster. That's what, if someone said, hey, what would you do if you started all over? I wish I would have thought bigger and moved faster. Okay. And then the last one, protect the house. Protect the house. That's each other, the brand, the job, everything. You got to protect the house. You can't be out there as an individual just looking to get paid and screw everybody and everything else. That's against our whole core values. So if you guys are writing shit down, our core values are simple. Do what's right, own it, tell the truth, become more valuable, think bigger and move faster, and protect the house. If you do that, it's going to turn into freaking a massive win for you. Okay, but we want ethical production. I don't want people slamming people, overcharging people, lying to people. Do not do it. It won't last. Okay, if it doesn't make sense, you don't force it, man. You guys are showing them a solution that, guess what? It is the solution. And if they want it, they usually lay down and buy it. You know what's funny is, believe it or not, some of the people that we see doing the best had no sales experience. They were just nice people. They didn't really have all these slick ass, techniques of closing. They just showed up, did the inspection, explained what's going on, and the customer's like, well, how do we fix it? They're like, well, you need to do this, that, and the other thing. And they're like, well, how much is it? Well, here's what it costs. It's $140 a month or $200 a month. We'll finance you. They're like, okay, let's do it. And they're like, shit, that was easy. Of course it's easy, because you're out there solving problems, man. That's when money exchanges hands, when you're solving a problem. You show up and you freaking see that, dude, they don't need our services. Thank them for their time and move on. Do you know why? That might be the same customer that you show up next month for to solve another problem of theirs. But no, you're that asshole that was freaking tried to hard close them, and now you just blew a future sale. So again, guys, you're there just to solve problems. Be kind, nice, ethical, solid, professional people. We're equipping you with the freaking solution that they need and want. How do we know? Because there's already people selling shitloads of these things every single day. Okay, this isn't something we're going to try. This is something that we're doing. So the decision that you got to make today is, you can leave this call and go back and do whatever you've been doing. You can continue looking for another gig if you want. Hopefully not a salaried position, but another sales position. But if you're smart and you know me, okay, you know that this is an opportunity, a real opportunity. And this is, and as long as you're willing to work, bro, we'll help you along. We'll make sure that if you've got the effort and the work ethic and the desire, I'll help you. In fact, look at this. This right here is the best sales training on planet Earth. Okay? Go click that link I just dropped in. Go click that link. Now, by the way, that is not the training that I'm going to drop that link for. That is sold for $2,497 to the public. That's sold for thousands of dollars a month to companies that want to train their salespeople. Been doing it for years. It's called Closer School. You can have it for free. I unlocked it. Go register. Whether you work with me or not, go register, and you're going to see It'll teach you confidence because some people don't have a confidence. It'll teach you how to become the person worth buying from. But what good is it if you don't know how to find customers? It'll teach you how to find customers no matter what you're doing. Prospecting, marketing techniques, how to generate leads and interested people. But what good are people if you can't close them? So it'll teach you closing and objections and negotiations and one-liners. My best one-liners are in there. It'll teach you all that. It'll role play with you. It'll test you. It'll certify you. You can earn badges and all this shit. But like, take that because I just want you to be better. I want you to make more money because that's the type of dude I am. Like, I don't need nothing for it. Shit, my software delivers it. Doesn't cost me much. Go ahead, enjoy. And by the way, you could take that right there, go apply it to what you're already selling, and I'll bet you money you'll make more money than you ever have using that training I just gave you for free. So again, some of you are already registering. Some of you ain't even gonna do it. Why? I have no idea why people don't do shit like that. But I also, I like to tell people, listen, I can save you from drowning, but you got to swim towards me. You know what I'm saying? I can't swim out after you, then I might drown too. So anyway, the training closer school free. Go ahead, sign up, take it. It's on demand. Okay, it's like 20 hours of shit. It's really, really, really deep sales training, closer training, confidence training, self-worth, self-esteem, mindset, the whole bit. So the training link I'm about to put in there is the one that you will click if you guys want to do what I just said. The training is not freaking difficult. It is not hard at all. Doesn't take very long, and you guys could be crushing it here pretty quick. So the question is not if the opportunity works, man. It's already happening. People are already making money. It's just whether or not you're willing to move forward and do it. So if you are, again, very simple. You got to go through the training first. If you don't do the training, there's nothing more I'm going to do with you. You got to get through the training, prove that you're willing to train. That will give you a code at the end. Upon completion, it will give you a code, and the code will allow you to onboard. Once you onboard, we can launch. We can get you guys dialed in. All right. I think I've answered everything. What do you want to know? If there's any final questions. Otherwise, I'll drop in that link here in a second. You guys can click it. When you click the link and create your username and password with that link I showed you, that will drop you into an on-demand training system. You can train over the weekend. You can train tonight and probably be done. It's just preliminary training, and it's a little bit of a filter to see which one's worth talking to. Because if you don't train, you can't even train as instructed, well, then you probably can't do anything else either. So you got to train. The training will give you a link, or I'm sorry, a code, and then the code will allow you to onboard, and we'll get you out in the field and starting to become badasses. So while I get that thing, raise your hand if you have a question, and I'll answer any questions that you guys want. Do you have one? Let me see here. Boom, boom, boom.
Brad, I'll drop it for you and I'll pin it. I'll pin it to the top so it doesn't go away.
Bam. Isn't that it? I just dropped it.
California market, Brad, California market. What is the time frame?
Soon, ASAP, probably within a week.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, and by the way, right now we're selling mostly batteries, but Tesla, generators, Kohler, Generac, Solar Edge, Enphase, etc. Brandon, what you got?
The Las Vegas team, is that already up and going?
Yes.
Okay, because I spoke with Jeff last week, and I think he said he was out in Georgia, but I'm local here in Henderson, so I'd like to get started as soon as possible.
Good. Click that link. Did you already train?
No, I'm gonna do the training right now.
Yeah, click that link, train this weekend, and I'll get you assigned to a team. Freaking shit, dude. They're out there today. They're out there right now.
Oh yeah, I know. Sun's up. Okay. Thank you, Brad.
All right. Who else? Any other questions? Man, you guys are a good group then. If your hand's not up and your video's not on, I can't even see you. So I know there's more people. Daniel, what's up?
Yeah. Do you have locations in Fort Myers, Florida, or surrounding area, Naples, Sarasota, Tampa, etc.?
Yes, there's people in Tampa right now. There's people in Jacksonville right now. We're all
Okay.
over. We're in Florida. Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's-
Luis,
Are you guys in Jersey yet? New Jersey?
I do think there is a team in Jersey, but I'll have to double check.
Okay. Fair enough. Thank you.
You're welcome. Nicole, you're on mute. Nicole, you're on mute. There you go.
Not anymore.
What can I help you with? What's your question?
I'm ready to start. I'm a closing for True Green. I don't have too much experience, but to mess me up. But I'm just enrolled in the training. Where do I go from there?
You finish that training, it will give you a code, and then you will put it in the onboarding link, and then you will be onboarded. That means like, how do we pay you? Give me your name and everything. And then once you're onboarded, the next step is launch. So normally I have someone to explain all this, but since he's out on the road, I'll just kind of show you what I'm talking about. This right here, you just did the Discover session. That link's going to open up this page, by the way. Then you have to certify for your field tech training. So you're going to click complete, which you don't click the bottom one until you make your password. So when you click this, it'll allow you to make a username and password. That's when you log in and train. You can come back to it. You can do it over the weekend. If you have like friends stop by, you can log out, log back in. It's on demand. Once you finish that, it's going to give you a code, and then you pull this up. See, it's asking you for a code. So once you put in the code, it will allow you to onboard. Once you onboard, and we got all your W-9s and how to pay you and all the agreements signed up, then we will launch and deploy you into a team, or get you assigned, and you can go out and start closing these appointments or knocking doors. Or get on a plane.
Heck yeah.
Does that make sense, everyone? Okay, good. All right. Michelle Honauer.
Hey, Brad. Um, so can you start in the state that you live in if you're there?
If we have a team there, yeah.
Okay. And then I completed the setter training last night. And if I wanted to do both, or if I wanted to maybe move from setter to the sales, is that
Yep.
possible too? Okay,
Well,
great.
my name ain't Paul, and that's between y'all.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Aditya.
Hello, is there any like position in Canada for closing any team inside Canada, like Vancouver or nearby area?
No,
I'm
we're not in
currently in
Canada.
Vancouver.
We're not in
No,
Canada,
only in
but
the
if
States.
but if you're in Canada, I would suggest become an appointment setter, because you can call from Canada.
Yeah, and I think I
Set appointments. Like, you can make $2 to $5 grand a week setting appointments.
I saw the link as well. It's there. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, good. Who else? Gary Bowman.
What up, Brad? What's popping?
Just trying to make a living out of here.
I love it, man. You got me ready to knock on my neighbor's door, man. I'm excited. Hey, so a quick question, because I'm a local here in Las Vegas. You know how like if I was down to work 8-hour days, right? Being that in Vegas we get heat waves. When it's in 110 out there, if I'm busting my ass, do I get an extra little sliver, or how does that work?
Dude, listen, if you're crushing it, yes, there are bonuses.
Oh, okay. That's what
Um,
we, okay.
but it's
Fair,
not,
hey, fair enough.
hey,
Fair enough.
it's not because it's hot out.
Hey, I'm just saying, man, I'm a little older. I mean, you know how it is out here in Vegas. Hey, that's not a reason not to go out and make money. That's the whether it's rain or shine. If you're hungry, let's go out there and work. We got families to work hard for and strive
Green
for better
salad.
for. It's a sacrifice, knocking on them doors, but you're helping people. You're doing God's work. We're saving people money. Let's do it.
That's right. And again,
Yeah.
we're calling Vegas too. So there's appointments. You might not even have to knock a door.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I'm 40 now, bro. Last time I saw you, well, we'll get into that another time.
Dude, I got a guy out there right now knocking doors. He don't care about appointments. He just knocks doors, every day between 4 and 8 p.m. and freaking crushes it. He don't care about appointments.
Well,
He
listen. I know you're too busy to look at my Instagram, but I'm in tip-top shape. I work out every day, not to look good, but for moments that like this. This is an opportunity, and like you said, it's not a matter if I can do it. It's a matter of what the goals and how much time I got. Goals that if it aligns like how the stars do, good things happen. So I'm happy that I'm here. I appreciate your time. Not only did you give us a lot of information on the product and a little bit about the industry, man, but just talking to you, man, you're an important person. You're big. You're the man. So just hearing you out, even talking to you right now on here, man, I really appreciate your time. Thank you.
I appreciate that, big dog. I appreciate that. And one of these days, we'll have you on here telling everybody so I don't have to.
No, you won't.
Oh no, I see your ad all the time, dude, and it's like I'm not a groupie. I'm not gonna like harass you, but dude, I started knocking on doors when I was 15, selling newspaper subscriptions. I'm here in Las Vegas talking to you. So I mean, there's a lot that happened in between, a lot of good, a lot of bad, but good thing is God has me here for a reason, and I owe God a lot. I owe him a lot.
Amen. All right, is that it?
Yeah, man. I'm definitely interested. I have more questions, man. Obviously I'm in Vegas. I'm in a unique situation. I'm down to make money. I've done door to door before, very professional. Obviously right now I'm kind of thugged out. The G's get the money, but I know how to be professional and all that good. That's easy. As you know, my background, I can sell anything. So whether I gotta sell the industry that I was in, you got to be kind of rough. But obviously, it's not even the sales, educating people, knowing how to
You ain't
talk,
selling him.
but educating them 1000%.
You
And you're a
outselling
great
him.
guy to stand behind. Your credibility is
You're out.
A1. Bradley, yeah, protect the house by all means. By all means. You got to make a shirt, Bradley, protect the house. And I'll put that on. I'll wear that at the gym for you. How about that?
All right.
All right.
Done.
I got you, man. I appreciate, like I said, man, I appreciate your time today.
Likewise.
I think we all do, man. Really. Like I said, whether you guys do this or not, I hope you guys
still
do.
going.
This sounds like an awesome opportunity. Bradley is a great dude. But for any reason, if you don't or the timing's off, like I said, Bradley, like I said, everything he just told you about goals, he just gave you a free product about sales. Whether you want to use that
I
to
used
do
to do
Brad's
that.
thing or sell lemonade, man, do your thing, please, please do. This guy's a good dude, great dude.
Well, thanks, dude. I need you on all these calls.
Oh man, you gotta owe me. I mean, you're still sending me that check, right? Or how does that? Do I still got that sliver, or how does that work? No, I'm playing, man. I'm playing.
No, you ain't. You broke as
All
fuck.
right, so you guys see that link, man. It's very easy to do. It's just freaking training, man. It'll tell you kind of what's going to happen in the house on these campaigns, and then we'll obviously continue to train. The other one, Closer School, that is not the one you need to do. That's the one that's 21 hours. That's something you do ongoing. So that's just going to get you better at sales and closing and confidence and all this other stuff. Like, just take that as you want, as much as you want. But this one, the one I just dropped, that's the one you got to go do immediately. So come Monday, hopefully a bunch of you guys are done and we can launch you. If you're in Vegas, again, make sure that you guys let that be known. So because we can assign you to the teams immediately. And they're making money, dude. Now, is that it? Is that all the questions everybody has? Looks like it. Now, Gary, just I found this daily prayer that I've been using. You
Are
want
you
to see
doing Bible
clockwork?
study?
Listen to this. Let's close out with this. If you want it, I'll text it to you. All I do is wake up in the morning, start my morning routine with this. Listen to this. This is the best prayer ever. For you this morning. Hold on. Let me start that over. This morning with a grateful heart. Thank you for the gift of life, for the breath in my lungs, and for the opportunity to rise again. Under your mercy, I acknowledge that it is by your grace that I am awake, sustained, and given another chance to walk in purpose. As this day begins, I surrender every thought, plan, and desire into your hands. Go before me and prepare the way.
No surrender.
Order my steps, align my decisions with your will, and guide me with wisdom that is higher than my own understanding. Lord, I ask for your presence to fill this day. Let your peace rule my heart and silence every voice of fear, doubt, or confusion. Where my mind feels heavy, bring clarity. Where my spirit feels tired, bring renewal. Where my faith feels small, strengthen it. Cover me with your divine protection. Shield me from harm seen and unseen. Guard my heart from negativity, my mind from distraction, and my body from weakness. Let no weapon formed against me prosper. And let every plan not align with your will lose its power. Father, I ask for strength to face every challenge today. Give me patience in moments of frustration, humility in moments of success, and courage in moments of difficulty. Help me to respond with grace, speak with kindness, and act with integrity. Bless the work of my hands today. Let my efforts be productive and meaningful. Open doors that no one can shut, and close doors that are not meant for me. Place me in the right places at the right time with the right people. Lord, fill me with gratitude. Let me notice your blessings, both big and small. Teach me to trust you even when I do not understand the path ahead. Remind me that you are working all things together for good. I pray for those connected to me. Cover my family, friends, and loved ones with peace and protection. Provide for their needs, heal their hurts, and draw them closer to you. As I step into this day, I choose faith over fear, hope over worry, and love over anger. I walk confidently, knowing that you are with me, within me, and surrounding me. Amen. All right then, folks. Listen, if you guys click that link, get trained. We'll see you Monday. We'll get you launched. Till then, peace.
Get her done, Brad. Thank you.
Brad.